Good morning. This is the Great Basin Fire Potential Briefing for the first day of August, Monday, August 1st. Look at the impact map, and things are definitely changing. A large plume of monsoonal moisture starting to overspread the area from south to north. Its highest concentration is here across central and eastern Nevada. You can see that we painted a steady color of green, just cloudy skies, widespread showers, heavier downpours, some localized flash flooding in this area. On the periphery, activity will be more scattered, hit and miss. You might see a few hours of sun, some buildups, a brief 10-minute shower, but still overall high humidity throughout. The only concern is here on the northwest periphery, in far northwest Nevada, far southwest Idaho. There, the lightning will have higher bases, humidity will be drier. That is our concern where new starts could possibly occur. We actually have a potential for dry lightning here in southwest Idaho, where fuels are very dry and they have a very good grass crop. Could also see some ignitions anywhere here, really on the outer periphery, but probably with the higher humidity not really going anywhere, although we'll have to monitor some stuff here in central Idaho. But really, as we go into Tuesday, that deep plume of moisture on Monday shifts northwards into much of central, eastern Idaho, western Wyoming, lots of steady, heavy rain locally. And just other areas, high humidity with isolated showers. And similar story on Wednesday, just no real consolidated weather story, just high humidity, lots of clouds around, some breaks of sun, occasional showers. But by midweek, really the damage has been done in terms of moisture, high humidity to all areas and all fuels. So no real significant fire impacts as we go into the midweek period. Had a lot of lightning down south again, but again, even though we had a couple of thousand strikes, no real impacts because it was wet. Some places had a close to an inch of rainfall in a few spots. It got a little drier further up here in the outer periphery. I'll have to watch some of these isolated strikes through here. We do have some new starts around, but again, nothing really going big. You can see our larger fires here in the open circles. One thing to note, it has been dry. So a lot of this lightning that we're going to see in northwest Nevada, far southwest Idaho, is occurring in areas that have had basically no rain for the past 7 days. And you can see our fuel conditions, how things have modified. This reddish color of 5% or lower on the 100-hour fuels used to cover much of Nevada, parts of northern Utah, and it has really not just got pushed north and west, but it shrunk as well. And it's higher moisture levels here in the 10 to 15% and even 15 to 20% on the 100-hour fuels has rapidly expanded to the west. And part of it is because the monsoonal moisture has expanded to the west into much of Nevada, into much of California. And here's the high. You can't really see it, but here's the center of the high clockwise flow and its southerly flow pushing this stuff up. So this clear spot up here in northwest Nevada, this clear spot up here in southwest Idaho is where things could heat up and dry out today before the lightning begins. Elsewhere, just cloudy skies, high humidity, no concerns, but still dry across Idaho. We still have some large fire activity. So here is our map. We'll start on the left. By late this afternoon, the monsoonal moisture really spreads far north, deepest here in Nevada. You can see it not quite as moist up into Idaho, but lots of cloud buildups coming in, some lightning through there. And here is our high risk for lightning. Northwest Nevada, southwest Idaho kind of borders the thinking of adjacent areas of Oregon and northern California. Areas further to the east and south, yeah, you'll have lightning, but you'll have higher humidity, you have more wetting rain, not really as big of an issue. Humidity here on the right-hand side, still, it looks pretty dry here in Idaho, some single digits to mid-teens, so still some fire activity through here. We can see how much the humidity increases into the 20s, 30s, 40s as you head further south. Winds, these are outflow boundaries from the thunderstorms. They could be locally near 50 miles an hour, mostly with rain, but we'll have to watch some of that coming through. And here's a precipitation on the left. You can see just a solid swath. It's not this like hit and miss stuff, just solid quarter-inch to locally half-inch pockets, and some areas even getting locally near an inch of rain. But it's this outer periphery where you see these little pinpoint pockets through here is where we could have some scattered dry strikes, as well as up here in parts of southwestern Idaho, and maybe a bit further north. We'll have to watch some of the higher terrain up here in the Boise National Forest and the Payette, still on the greener side. Tuesday, that monsoonal moisture still in play, still deep through here. more rain. You can see no more brown on the map. It's all yellow and green in all areas. You can see the humidity here. Daytime humidity, have a tough time finding anything below 20%. A lot of places at 30% or higher for minimum humidity. So we're not concerned about these winds here in eastern um, Utah at the present time. You see that heavy band of rain move up into Idaho. So any lightning strikes they get in southwest Idaho through the Owahis, um, Snake River Plain, into parts of the Salmon Chalice, and into western Wyoming, eastern Idaho. Going to see a widespread quarter to a half inch of rain with these thunderstorms. They will be wet. And that's reflected on Wednesday. You see all those areas turn green on our 7-day. Just barely hanging on to yellow in our outer periphery. You can see on the map still in this monsoonal air mass, you don't see these tannish shades of drier, typical summertime air. We're either in this black area of high humidity or in this green moisture area, which indicates that showers or thunderstorms on the wet side will be occurring. Wednesday, no wind issues. Humidity still really not much below 20% anywhere. 3-day precipitation totals cover just about the whole area. Locally heavier pockets here in parts of Nevada and Idaho and western Wyoming. And then Thursday, another push of monsoonal moisture comes up, and from south to north, from Vegas all the way up to McCall and all the way up to out towards Jackson. So we stay in the green. Not much changes Friday. Saturday, we do get some drier air temporarily pushing into the Pacific Northwest into the central mountains of Idaho. So by Sunday, we do see some drying of our fuels a little bit. You see more yellow on the map on the right. But if we shift to the left, this monsoonal moisture, you see these arrows coming up from the south. This is going to start pushing things back up from Nevada and into Idaho once again for early next week. So the monsoonal push not over. 7-day precip. And we spoke about the monsoonal push not being over. This is the 8 to 14-day outlook. So this is the second week of August. And on top of everything we would have gotten, we see another round of monsoonal moisture covering just about the whole area once again. This had a big impact on our seasonal outlook. We're making some last-minute changes. Should be posted later this morning. This concludes our briefing. Have a great day.